first let's talk about, let's create email test list and we can use it. Let's put an email test list terminal type. I'm just checking this checkbox. Just click create list. Let me open a new now email template. Move to edit email template. Going to testing tab. In testing tab, you can see test list. You can see we have created one email test list for internal employee, right? So just you can select this and click on send to test list means, okay, now this list is 0 prospect. So before to send it, we need to, we can map. Okay. So this is like, okay, let's assume this prospect is our internal employee. Okay, we need to add this employee into internal email test list means just to open the particular prospect record and go to list tab and just choose just a list that we have created here. Just click choose selector and save list. Okay, this record will have been added to this email test list. Yeah, now you can see, right? There are two concepts in lead. First one, sorry, list. First one is dynamic list and static list. So static list is nothing but we can add prospect manually and remove prospect manually. But in dynamic list, we cannot add or remove prospect manually. So the email test list CRM. Okay, first let's finish the email test list. Okay. Just I'm refreshing this page. Okay, I'm selecting the email test list. Now you can see the one prospect has been added to this list. And if you send this email to this list means this what we can test the content. This is very basic email template, but client will have been provided like one column, two column, three columns layout, right, with the images and with the CTA. So in this case, we can see how this email is rendering in desktop, mobile, and iPad. And make sure that, yeah, everything is good. Then we can send this email template to the real-time prospect. So that is called email test list. And again, I'm clicking on add list, and the next one, dynamic list. So I have a name called test dynamic list. I'm just clicking on this. Just click. We need to set your roles actually. Okay. Here there are two things. One is match type. So okay, match type, match all. Match all is nothing but if we have added more than one condition, more than one rule means you can select either match all or match any based on the client requirement. Okay. I'm going to add one rule. Okay, for example, I want to add the people to this list whenever they use some of the particular form. Okay, prospect form, LP form was completed successfully, and the prospect score is greater than 100. Okay. Okay. Suppose if clients wants to meet any one of condition means they can add. They would like to add the prospect to the dynamic list means you can simply click on match any. But they want to meet both criteria means you just select match all. So you can see this condition and this condition. If you click on match any means here are this condition or this condition. Okay, and one more button is called add new role group. Okay, okay. So you need to check these three conditions. First one is the prospect should have completed LP form and the score should be greater than 100. And in the prospect either lead or contact means you can add new rule group. If you want to only check contact means okay contact. Okay, if user submit the LP form, the only you need to add contact only means you can simply add new rule instead of add new rule group. But if you want to add either contact or lead means you can use add new rule group. So we have given two conditions in group, right? Either any one of condition, any one of condition, but with this at the same time with this both conditions should match. Okay, I'm just removing group. Okay, before to run any dynamic list, we can test it. Okay, the prospect should be completed this LP form and the score should be greater than 100. So that prospect only should come under this list. Okay, just click on preview matches.
Okay, yeah.
So if any prospect is met this criteria, all those people will be displayed here, and we can open any one of the prospect and see whether that prospect is submitted that form and the score is above 100. Okay, third one, public list. I'm just creating public list. Just add a newsletter updates. I'm just creating public list here. Okay, where we can you can see test public list, but you cannot see dynamic list. We have given name called dynamic list, right? Test dynamic list. This will not be shown in the list here because that is a dynamic list. In that, as I told you earlier, we cannot add prospect manually. That is called dynamic. But the bubble list will also be a static list. You can add more prospect manually. Okay. Go to content. You can see go to account engagement email where I can see a preferences page. This is the default Pardot preference under page. Just click on that. You can see newsletter updates that we have added, that we have created here. The list name is test public list. Just edit and show. The label name newsletter updates. The label name is newsletter updates. And I have given description. So description of this list for subscribers to better understand what they will receive. So we can add some information to for the prospect. If you subscribe, you will receive our newsletter with the latest product updates. That I have added here. That is called a public list. If you create one more list under public checking by public list means that
Mhm.
that list also will be displayed there with checkbox. So we can use this public preference center page in every emails. User can subscribe any one of this list. So we can use that list to send a newsletter um, with the latest information for the users. Okay, yeah, we can see preview matches. So there are three people qualified for this dynamic list. You can see the score is above 100. One prospect having 200 and another prospect having 700 and another prospect having 11,000, something like that. Just for example, I'm just opening this record. Right, the form, this prospect have been submitted the LP form and the score is above 200. I'm going back to this. And now you can verify all the randomly. You can check the records and simply run this rules. So it will take some time to add those three prospects into this list.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, fine. Sorry. Okay. Final list is CRM list. Okay. If you create a list, you checking by CRM visible list means the CRM user can assign the prospect to this list from Salesforce Excel. You can see allow prospect to be assigned to this list from CRM. I have created a test CRM list with checking by CRM visible checkbox. I'm going to Salesforce. This is the lead. I'm just refreshing this page. So now you can see 0 prospects. Okay. Okay. If as a news, I may see as successful user wants to add this lead to Pardot list means you can see one one button called add to prospect list. Just click on that and the pop-up will be open here and you can search the list. CRM. You can see there are two lists created checking by CRM visible and just choosing test CRM list and just clicking add button. Lead was added to one list. Coming back to Pardot, this is refreshing test CRM list. Yeah, it will take some time. Let me refresh dynamic list. Yeah, in dynamic list, there are three prospects have been added there, as we saw in the preview.
Mm.
Let me refresh the CRM list also. Yeah, you can see this record is added to this CRM list. This is added by CRM user. If assign user wants to add this lead to the particular list, a Pardot list means they can add it. No criteria here. You can see a buttons, new case, new note, submit for approval, and click on down arrow. You can see some buttons and go to
and then add to
add to
prospect list.
prospect list. Dynamic list or public list, email test list will not be displayed here. Only CRM visible list will be displayed here. If you want to feel like you will have some criteria, right, to export the prospect, the lead. So you can simply export those leads and import that leading to Pardot, and you can choose the particular list that you have created. And if you want to add that list and click import, and everything will be happen. Okay, let's move on. Smart automations. Adding new engagements to the program. Okay, if you want to choose particular folder means you can choose it, or else it will be stored under uncategorized folders. Okay, here you can see recipient list. You have to select here recipient list. If set one means the particular prospect, if the prospect is in the list, they will enter in 2 times. Okay, I'm just saving this. I'm just pausing this. Before to do changes, we need to pass the program. We just go to build a tab. You can start there. Yeah, you can use that option. Okay, this is the fresh engagement program. And just click on plus add element here. There are 4 things: action, trigger, rule, and the copied steps. When this will enable means, and click this button, then only this will be enabled. In action, do something based on the trigger. We can do some action. Okay, first we need to select a trigger. Listen for an event. Okay, for example, if you want to if you want to add some score, if user click on email link means you can simply click on that. Okay, what I have selected means I have selected form, and instead of any specific any form means you can simply select specific some LP form that we are using, right? Okay, was completed. Just click save. Once you save the trigger, once you click this saved trigger, there will be 2 paths. One is S path and a no path, right? Once you submit this form, we can do something like we can add that particular prospect to this any list. You cannot select this dynamic list. You can select internal test list also. So you can select to list is nothing but we can do it in completion action itself. If they want to, there is an option. There is an option the panel has given in engagement studio also. We can see this add to list action in automation studio, completion action in engagement studio. So this is one of action they have given. If you want, you can use it. For example, we can CRM list. Just click save means whenever the user submitted LP form, they will add it into this list. And there are few actions, right? You can add to your lists or to Salesforce campaign, adjust the scope, apply tags, assign to your group, and assign to Salesforce queue, assign to your user, assign your Salesforce active assignment role, change prospect to value, and you can create a Salesforce task whenever the user submit this form. So everything is happening based on this list, right? If the user is in this list, then only if the in the dynamic list there are few people means that people submitted this form, we are going to do this action. Okay, in the dynamic list, what criteria we have means we have the prospect score is above 100, but they are not submitting LP form means in case if they submit the form first time, they will be in this list and they submit this form. This user will be notified. Hi, what's this prospect has been submitted this form, so you can follow as soon as you're. So all other people will go into this notepad. You can add many conditions also. Here also you can add some conditions in notepad also. Also you can send email. So why any idea about how why we are using Vim program? So let's say one use case. If okay, we have an embedded data form in the website. If you okay, one of the users submit the form 6 months ago, and that user is not actively interacting with our websites. And let me go to prospect. Yeah, you can see the record, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can see one user icon see here, right? If user active, visiting our websites or open our email means this icon will become green. In case if user is not active more than 6 months means it will become red. We can collect that this kind of people who are not active more than 6 months, we can put them into a list and we can use that list in the starting point, and we can send email with our latest product updates. First email, in case if they open the first email, okay, let me change it. Let me delete this one. Chat and service. I'm just deleting this. Okay, let's assume we have added inactive password to test dynamic list. I'm just deleting this conditions also. Okay, first we need to send email for the password. Okay, Okay, first we sent email for the prospect, inactive prospect, and we are adding to the test one. We need to add some wait time. Okay, we have sent this email to this list. Okay, let's assume there are 10 people. Okay, we have sent this email to 10 people, and let's product will wait for 2 days. Okay, out of 10 people, 5 people is open this email, means they will go into yes path. Okay,
Mhm.
where we can do some action like notify user.
Mhm.
Okay, in case 5 people is open email, 5 people did not open it, and they will come into no path, where we can send second email. Test email. This is what test email, and save it. This is like keep engaging, right? Happen.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
5 people. Yeah, 5 people open. They came into SPAR and notify user. Here we can do this. We can do the same thing. Notify user. Yeah, this is where we can keep the prospect, make them active until they active. We will keep sending email to the prospects. That is called engagement program. We can add many conditions over here
Mhm.
based on the
Okay.
client's requirement.